Afternoon, everybody. I would like to welcome you to the NACTA webinar for today. My name is Lorene Romero. I am going to be the moderator for this session. Today, we have a special guest. It is Daniel Rudner. He is the Director, Recruitment and Administration Director for Expedia CruiseShipCenters, OVC. We have spent many times working back and forth together, and we're so happy that this webinar is happening today. And I really look forward to seeing what he has to present. I want to do a little bit of housekeeping with you before I turn the reins over to Daniel. As I mentioned, my name is Lorene Romero. If you have any questions or technical issues, put them in the box. I will be happy to get to you. If you have any questions that you would like to ask our presenters during our question and answer time, also just pop them in the question boxes. You're thinking about it, and we will answer them at the very end of the presentation. This is going to be recorded. We will put it on our NACTA YouTube channel. If you've not signed up for the NACTA YouTube channel, I highly recommend you do. We have lots of presentations in there. Lisa Watson, who's the director of NACTA Marketing, has some really good tips and tricks sessions, how to update your one sheet, how to change your password on your profile, all these nice short little tips to be able to help you be a more efficient NACTA member. This is being recorded, as I said. Make sure to go to the website. I will also give you the link to this in the next day or two. We will also have this information public for you to be able to download and to review. And also, I will be putting myself on mute as all of you are on mute, so that way Daniel can have a clear recording of the session. So for now, I am going to put myself on mute, and I am turning the reins over to Daniel. Thank you for being here, Daniel. Thank you again for being so patient in the changes that we've had over the last month or two. And I'm really looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you, Lorraine. I appreciate it, and thank you to everybody attending today. As Lorraine introduced me, I'm Daniel Rudner. I'm the Director of Recruiting Administration for Expedia CruiseShipCenters, OVC. I have with me today Kat Johnson. She's in charge of marketing here at our franchise, so I have her with me as well. Today, the webinar is about Take Your Business to New Heights with Expedia CruiseShipCenters, OVC. Our first slide is our promise. This is Expedia CruiseShipCenters' main theme, as there's 5 pillars to it. The first one is advice you can trust. The second is the best choice in prices. Third, Expedia Extras. Fourth is more than cruises, and 5 is always there. So advice you can trust is being the home-based agent that you are, and supplying that you know that you could be the person to contact for all your clients. The best choice in prices is being a part of Expedia wherever you are. You can have the Expedia prices to book your client's trip. Expedia Extras is the extra that we do for you, whether it's the Expedia exclusive staterooms, which are block group space that Expedia CruiseShipCenters does up into 2 years in advance, with reduced deposits, upgrades, etc. More than cruises is that our agents sell more than cruises. You can do land, air, etc. We had a consultant a few years back sell World Cup tickets. So it is more than cruises, and being always there for your clients, customer service. Today's agenda, we're going to talk about Expedia Inc. and Expedia CruiseShipCenters, adding value without expense, taking you to new heights, and then why Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC. Before I go any further, if you do have any questions, please do put them in the chat box, and then we'll answer as many questions as we can once the webinar has ended. About Expedia Inc. and Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC. Expedia Inc. It does more than $60 billion each year, and throughout it, these are the different brands that they have under the Expedia Inc. umbrella. So Expedia CruiseShipCenters is under there as well, but all these listed, some of them might be familiar to you as classifications. They're the luxury resort pre and post, and also if you want to do land by itself as well, provider. Hotels.com, Orbitz, HomeAway, which is, as you know, similar to B&B, Airbnb, and Travelocity. The Expedia Advantage is the brand name, as it's the largest travel company in the world. As you can see, some of the little pictures that they do, that you can do anything with Expedia. With the buying power itself and the brand name, it sells for itself. So you have all that with Expedia. About Expedia Cruise Ship Centers. Expedia Cruise Centers was founded in 1987. As of today, there are over 245 franchises and over 4,500 ICs throughout the United States and Canada. The headquarters is in Vancouver, so there's over 115 in the support team to do all that listed for you. We are located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, so you can see that Expedia Cruise Ship Centers is throughout the United States and Canada. It's a very well brand name, and it's only growing. And so travel agencies of your choice for more than 1 million travelers. So it is big, and Expedia, like I said, Expedia Cruise Center just keeps on growing and growing. The vision, values, and cultures of Expedia Cruise Ship Centers. It is to be the largest cruise retail network in North America that is trusted for the brand cruisers in the communities. One thing I will mention is Expedia Cruise Ship Centers really was Cruise Ship Centers. Cruise Ship Centers was the main company, and Expedia bought it about 10 years ago, and that's how it became Expedia Cruise Ship Centers. The values is to have fun working, be respectful, dedication, and integrity. The culture is that we are strong together and learn from each other with mutual success. And then our franchise statement is to be the leading franchise partner catering to home-based agents with annual vacation sales between 100,000 and up to 1 million and plus. Expedia continues to grow each year with a cruise and travel agency and choice for more than 1 million travelers. As a franchise, we've grown every year as well, and with Expedia itself has grown. And with 27 continued years of growth, it's just more and more. And not only that, is the cruise industry itself is growing more and more with all these ships coming out. I read somewhere the other day, I think there's over 60-some ships that are coming out within the next 5 to 7 years. So there's a lot more ships that are going to have to be filled, and you'll have that opportunity as well. And our consultants as well will have that. One thing I will mention that we have an opportunity with is Expedia Plus Rewards. This is something that was integrated about a year ago. Being under the Expedia umbrella that we have the opportunity to use this program. So any consultants that are with our franchise can use the Expedia Plus Rewards. How this particularly works is any of your clients that are signed up with Expedia Plus Rewards, when they sign up into our system, and they're in our database, they would need to use the name and email address that they're affiliated with Expedia Plus Rewards. So what happens is when they book a cruise, that information needs to match because they'll be able to get X amount of points. It is 2 points for every $1. And in our system, when you create the booking and you populate it, it will come up with how many points that they'll earn. They get the points earned after the your clients travel. It's about 60 days that your clients will see it, and they can use it to whatever they want with Expedia Plus. Expedia, we have some consultants that have clients that use it for air or hotel or whatever it is, and that's something that they can always build by booking with Expedia Cruise Ship Centers. And since this promotion has launched, our business has gone. We've seen the huge difference in business because of this, and more are signing up, and more are signing up for Expedia Plus Rewards and then booking with us. And we feel this is an opportunity that our consultants are able to take advantage of. And with this, I'm going to turn it over to Kat. She's going to talk about adding value without adding expense.
Thanks, Dan. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for attending the webinar today. It's so nice to have you here. Dan and I decided that instead of just telling you about our company, that we really wanted to help you or give you some information to try to help you be better consultants in selling travel as well. So today we wanted to talk a little bit about how you can add extra value for your clients when they're booking with you without an additional expense to you. We came up with 6 ways that you can do this, and I'll go through those for you. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was that the travel industry itself is a competitive industry, and the way to stand out in the industry really is by building relationships. At Expedia Cruise Ship Centers OVC, we're really big on building relationships. 2 points of our promise are that we provide advice that you can trust and that we're always there throughout the journey. So that's something that's really important to us. I hope it's really important to you as well. And part of the way that you can build that relationship, and the first way that you can add value really is through social media. I know if you're like me, you hear the word social media and you kind of get a little bit overwhelmed at all that there is out there. But the thing to remember is that social media is about the people. It's not about your business. And if you provide for the people will provide for you. So really it's catering to your customers and providing additional information to them to help them have the best vacation possible. There's so many different social media outlets there. Really the best thing to do is to think about who your client is and focus on the 2 or 3 different ways that you can reach them. Being that Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC is throughout the United States, and we have consultants that sell all different types of travel, from business travel to recreation. We have, millennials that buy, we have older people that buy, we have all different types of consultants. We really focused on just 3 broad areas of social media, and those would be Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. These are the best places that we find to connect with your clients, to build your credibility, to communicate, and to provide information. I'll go through each one individually so you can get some more information about them and how we use them to attract and retain our customers. So the first area, of course, is Pinterest. Pinterest is, it's 80% of the people that use Pinterest are women, but men are their highest growing market. So you're going to reach a lot of women, but the men are out there too. 87% of users purchase a product after they have researched it on Pinterest. So we feel this is a really important place to be. The first thing to think about is who is your client. And if you're dealing with a lot of business travelers, you might want to create boards about different hubs or way to recover from jet lag. For us, again, we sell all different types of travel. So we've kind of used broad boards like packing tips, things to do when you're in Florida, tips about cruising in Alaska. And we try to keep current on the board so we continually update them so that people get new information and there's new things to look at. You can paste a link to your Pinterest page in your email so that your clients can go there on their own and just kind of look around and maybe get a desire to go see Europe just because they were looking at the pictures on your Pinterest board. Another thing that you can do is if you've recently booked a client on an Alaska cruise, from your board on Pinterest, you can send a link to your client and say, hey, I'm so excited about this Alaska cruise that you purchased. Please check out my board and see all the amazing things that you're going to be able to see. Another idea would be to create a board with pictures of yourself. This is a really great way to build credibility, to show people that you're not just selling travel, that you actually know what you're talking about, that you've been to these places. And the idea is to have good quality, relevant content so that you're not just putting everything out there, that you're really caring about what you put on your board. The next area is Instagram. I love Instagram. Instagram is so easy to use and it's very user-friendly. And I really feel like Instagram is a great way for you to tell your client about you. Our consultants are home-based. Sometimes they never see the people that they're dealing with. They're talking to them on the phone and through email. And this is a great way to build that personal relationship with your client if you don't get to see them in person. So some tips for Instagram would be to post videos and photos. If you go on ship tours or if you go to a land resort or if you're in Amsterdam airport, you can post a picture of yourself on Instagram so that your consultants know a little bit or your clients know a little bit about you. You can communicate supplier promotions on Instagram. The rule of thumb with social media is a 5-to-1 rule. So do 5 non-salesy posts in social media to every 1 sales post. Another great use for Instagram is to gather information about your clients. If you have somebody call you up and say, hey, I want to do a 20th anniversary cruise or tour, can you recommend anything? You can do a little bit of Instagram stalking and see if they're on Instagram, see what kind of pictures they have of themselves and what kind of things they like to do. And then you can come back to them and give them some really specific information that would be personal to them and really add that value for using you. The third area is, of course, Facebook. And Facebook is like this big mega giant, but you kind of have to be on there so that your clients can see you. So some things about Facebook, if you don't know how to create a Facebook business page, Facebook will help you. They have a website called facebookblueprint.com, and you can go there and they'll help you and assist you in getting you set up with your own business page. From there, you invite your own customers or prospects to see you on that page and to like you on that page, and then really stay active. One of our company goals for this year is to be really, really active on Facebook, to post really good content. Expedia CruiseShipCenters has a blog, and they are going to be posting to the blog that we can then send that information out to our consultants to post on their pages, and really be able to communicate good information, good quality information, and stay engaged with your clients. Another tool would be Facebook Live. If you go on a ship tour, you can post live from the ship that you're on. Or if you are going on a land vacation to Mexico, you can post live from the pool deck and or from the pool and be able to show your clients that you are in these places and build that relationship with them. If you are going to go live, it's a good idea to tell people beforehand if you have a really great Facebook following, and make sure that you have a really strong connection before you do that. One tip for when you're marketing yourself on Facebook is that most people don't use sound. So if you're going to take a video of yourself somewhere, or maybe you're on the top of the Eiffel Tower and you want to take a video, don't talk a lot, because most people won't be able to hear it anyway. So really concentrate on your visuals. And again, just like with any social media, you want more information, less sales. You want to build that relationship. You want to add that additional value so that your clients will want to book with you because they know you and they feel comfortable with you. The second place that you can add value would really be in anticipating your clients' needs. We have a really great tool at Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC. It's called Navigators Air, and we're able to go the extra mile and not only provide for cruises and hotels and land vacations, but we have the Air add-on that they can use as well. And it's a really easy tool for our consultants to use. It's a great way that we can provide that extra value to both our consultants and our clients. If you know a little bit about your client, do they have children? Go ahead and get them a high chair at dinner. Go get them a crib for their room. If you know your client has, is in a wheelchair, make sure that they're close to an elevator. Just really thinking about their trip and thinking about them so that they'll want to come back and use you in the future. And really providing the complete vacation for your client. We are so blessed at Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC that we have access to hotels and car rentals and transfers and insurance and shore excursions, and that our consultants are able to get commission on these items, that they learn about them through supplier trainings, that they're really able to provide these added benefits to their clients so that they feel comfortable booking because they don't have to go anywhere else. Their one-stop shop is us. Another area that you might not think about, but truly is selling insurance. Insurance is part of the complete vacation, and it adds a benefit to your client. If they need it and you didn't offer it, they might look somewhere else. But if you offer it, at least it shows that you care, that you're interested in protecting them and their belongings while they're on their trip. And truthfully, to be informed as their agent, to know what you're offering, to know a little bit about the policies, and offer them with confidence, because they're really going to assist your client in having the best vacation. Another area is all about you and staying knowledgeable. At Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC, we have team meetings, we have supplier trainings, we have ship tours available. We really encourage our consultants to travel and to experience the products so that they can then provide that knowledge to their clients. And that's a huge benefit. If you can tell your client that, hey, if you're booking the New Amsterdam, you should get a cabana on the back of the ship because it's a great private area for you to sit. You wouldn't know that if you hadn't gone on a ship tour. And if you have a client who always books a Disney cruise, but you know that Disney has a resort in Hawaii, then you can suggest that to them. Maybe they had no idea, and now they get to have this amazing family vacation in Hawaii. So doing those supplier trainings, doing those system trainings, and knowing how to use your systems will really benefit your client because you are able to give them the best information possible. There's only two more that I have for you. One is communication. And the best way to build your relationship and add the benefit is to communicate regularly. And not just communicate in a sales way, but to really communicate with them and to provide, to do it in a non-salesy way, a non-threatening way. So one great way is through birthdays and anniversaries. You take their information when you make their booking, you know their birthdays. There was a great, Royal Caribbean has these Vicky's tips that they put out, and they had a great tip from one of their consultants that said, once you make the booking, immediately write their birthday card and their anniversary card and have a folder that's organized by month. Put their birthday card in that folder at the beginning of every month, send out your birthday and anniversary cards, and you'll never miss one. And how amazing would that be to get a birthday card from your travel agent that they're thinking of you? Plus, a lot of people like to travel around their birthdays or big life events, and that would be a great way to get into their mind or in front of them when they're looking to book their next trip. Another thing is, if you have a client that's really, really interested in Europe but just hasn't gone yet and you go, send them a postcard. Hey, I just got off a ship in Copenhagen. It's so beautiful. You would so love it here. Again, another non-threatening way that you can add value. You're thinking of them. You are looking out for their best interests. And again, providing a specialty dining or an onboard credit or those Expedia rewards points that we have is a great way to provide that extra value to them. And the final way that you can provide extra value would be to have really, really accurate information about your clients and to keep accurate information about them. We have a really great database that you can put all different types of information that you can attach their booking information, so you can look back and let's say you call up your client because you have a really great promotion and they say, wow, I'm really interested in that, and they decide to book a cruise with you. If you can say, oh, I remember that you like to be at the front of the ship, or you like to be on the top deck, or do you still have small children? Maybe I can arrange something for you. It takes work away from them. You're anticipating their needs. You remember everything that you talked about last time. So to really utilize the systems that are available to you or through us, that they can provide the extra value. They don't have to tell you twice. They only tell you once, and it's all there, and you remember, and you take care of every need. Thank you for listening to me, and I'm going to turn the controls back over to Dan, and he'll finish up the presentation.
Perfect. Thank you, Kat. One thing I will mention about this customer profile is that's what it looks like in our system under any client that you enter. So you'll see all that drop down. So you can go in and be very specific in what you need for it. And that's what it's there for. It's for you to keep everything in one place so you don't have to look through multiple books that you have or multiple pieces of paper that you have scattered around. Everything is there for you. Taking you to new heights, tools to build your business. So with this dialogue, this will help you upsell your opportunities. You'll be able to create a CTO, which we call a customer travel order in our system. That's anytime you make a booking, you have to enter in our system for accounting purposes, but also for yourself to keep track of what you booked. So we call it a CTO, which is a customer travel order. Below are emails that are personalized from you to your client. So if you have a booking that you created as you made a booking with a supplier, you entered it as a CTO. The next day, if you didn't sell them insurance that day, they're going to get an automated email from you saying, hey, Jim Smith, please reach out to me for insurance, etc. And then you can also make a note in the system to follow up with that client within a few days, because you know anytime that they make a booking, they have up until X amount of days to purchase insurance to be covered for pre-existing conditions. So this is an automatic email from you, so you don't even have to do anything. You just have to, they'll call you or you reach out to them, however you want to set it up. The next email is shore excursions. 14 days after you book, if they haven't booked any shore excursions, they're going to get an automated email from you to reach out about shore excursions. And so they have the opportunity to discuss what you're looking to do, etc., because you do earn commission from shore excursions. Our preferred supplier for shore excursions with Expedia CruiseShipCenters is Shore Excursion Group. So you're able to do that. About 60 days prior to departure, you're going to get an Our Promise survey. As I mentioned, the pillars of Expedia CruiseShipCenters, Our Promise survey, we value greatly. And so your clients will get that email to fill out to see if you've done a good job or what they felt they've done or what you've done and how they could do it better, etc. And then about that same time, you're going to get another email for shore excursions if nothing's booked. So remember, these are automatically sent to them. You don't even have to worry about sending them an email. It's automatically done. And then they're going to get another one around 30 days prior as well. Also for shore excursions as well, your consumer-facing website, which I'm going to discuss, will have that, and they can book right through your consumer-facing website. last, and then they're automatically going to get a book on board reminder about 7 days prior. If they've sailed on, I believe we have set up, it's Carnival, Royal, Celebrity, Holland America, Princess, and I think I'm missing one more. They're automatically done. So you can automatically get these book on board reminders to your clients. So therefore, then you can tell them to go to the future cruise desk or whatever what each supplier calls them. So that way, then it's repeat business for you. One thing I will mention about these upsells and the short excursion and the insurance is that you can turn them off if you need be. But a lot of our consultants do take advantage of this because this is an extra opportunity that we provide being a part of Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC. This is what your consumer-facing website mentioned. They just redid it within the past few weeks that they just they redid it. And so it's a completely different look. I couldn't even fit a whole page of it, so I just put the top portion so you could see. But it has your name, your information on there, and this is updated daily by headquarters to ensure over 10,000 departures of cruises are pricely proper, short excursion pricing. So they can book cruises right through this website. They can book short excursions right through this website. You see the little Expedia tab widget. They can book air, hotel, rental car, etc. through your website. Yeah, and it goes right back to you. You'll get credit for it, etc. And so you can let us know that you did it as well, so that way we know it's coming in. Also on there is you can put a picture of yourself in the top corner. There's a little Expedia CruiseShipCenters logo, but you can put a picture of yourself. Also, you can put a biography of yourself, a little bit about you. Also, you can put testimonials on your website so people can see as well. And this is constantly updated by headquarters. As it says, it's personally branded to you. You can get leads from you. We have different promotions that we do throughout the year that they can sign up for more information on your website, and it'll go right back to you. And so that's pretty much everything about Expedia, your website and Expedia CruiseShipCenters, and this extra tool that we have to offer you. Lastly, also is training. As Kat mentioned, a lot of the training that you do to keep yourself updated with the industry, we do that as well. As she mentioned, to stay updated with the knowledge of the ships, destinations, etc. But also to keep up training with marketing, what's going on, what's new coming out in the industry, or what's new that's coming out in the future of how to build your business. And also to how to keep you update on sales skills. Since you're doing a lot of selling, you should be able to keep up with sales, different tools, tricks of the trade, etc. Customer service, since you do provide customer service, is always to keep sharp your customer service, because that ultimately goes back to you or keeping the sale or losing the sale or having a potential client go to someone else, or even a client that's been coming back to you for years. So you do have that, and then as well as operations. We here you're able to learn about our franchise and what we can do for you as a host agency. Why Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC? As we mentioned throughout the webinar, the cruise industry is booming. I think it was, as I mentioned, it was over 60 ships coming out within the next 5 to 7 years. So there's a lot of space to fill, and it's always growing. Expedia is the number one brand in travel throughout the world. We have, as we mentioned, we have the first-class training programs, as well as the first-class support team in-house. Our team is designed to maintain the relationship with the suppliers and support all of our consultants. We do web print marketing programs and award print as well. Expedia CruiseShipCenters does multiple promotions every year that we do print and web marketing for. Our CRM is called Cruise Desk. It's URL based. You can access it anywhere at the world through any time. So you could be on your cruise, or you could be on the beach in Italy or Greece. As long as you have internet, you can sign into our system. And not only that, is joining the Expedia family. We have the flexibility, ongoing support, and it's fun. As I mentioned, being a home-based agent, you direct your own business hours. You work what you want to. As I mentioned, you work anywhere throughout the world. As I mentioned, we're here to support you as the consultant, but we also have a back-end accounting team to ensure all your commissions paid in a timely manner. And also, if you have any other questions for accounting. Business development, our franchise, we look to help you grow your business. We sit back and chat with you and think of different ways because our goal is to help you succeed with all the tools that we have to offer you. As Kat mentioned, we do monthly team meetings. Our monthly team meeting for December is actually tomorrow. And what we do on the team meetings is we let you know what's going on with our franchise and Expedia CruiseShipCenters overall and what's coming down the road. As it's already December, I already can't believe it. So we'll be talking more about what's coming down the road in 18. But also you can't forget about what's going on with the present. As you know, wave season has started in a few days. And so that's huge. And also we do webinars with suppliers. Suppliers come in, they do webinars with our team meetings as well as separately. So there's always areas to learn. How are you paid? I know that this is all an important question. Concerns, of course, with us, our ICs earn commission once their customer has traveled. We pay you. We distribute a schedule to you when you join on when we pay you. It's a rolling schedule. It's out twice a month. We've already distributed it for 18. So that way then you know that they're paid. So if we pay you on X date, your customer travels on B date, and we've already paid you, you know that they're going to be paid on the next date. You can be paid either via direct deposit or check. That's up to you. A lot of our consultants do direct deposit, but some prefer check. Other opportunities, as Kat mentioned, to earn extra commission on is travel insurance. Our preferred supplier is TravelX. You can earn on groups and conferences. As I always say, MICE is usually the most guaranteed business, which is the business being incentive travel. You have the resort, hotel, and shore excursion as extra incentive. And then, of course, as you know, being a home-based agent, you always have your tax advantages of you running your home-based business. And lastly, to join our team, as we mentioned, the #1 brand in travel, we're always here for you. We do the award marketing. I can't tell you enough how powerful the Expedia brand is. And with this doing over $60 billion in purchasing power, I mean, it's just phenomenal. And to join our franchise is relatively inexpensive. It's a one-time fee of $299. There's no annual fee. Once you pay the $299, that's it. Other than that, it's $29 a month. And to show you what is included in the $299, that is all the training that you have to do, as well as the supplier trainings. And then the monthly fee is more of marketing technology to make sure your website's maintained by headquarters daily, your cruise desk login, our supplier logins that we provide you, your unlimited email that we provide you. So there's a lot that we have to offer you as being a part of our team and being with our franchise. So I'd like to thank you for your time. I'm going to ask you the trivia question. Lorraine, do you want to do this?
You know what? Why don't you go ahead and do it? We'll do a drum roll and do the question and what the criteria is, what they need to know to be able to win, and I will pay attention to the sidebar.
Okay, perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you the trivia question. The first person that enters the trivia question improperly in the chat box will receive a $50 Visa gift card. You'll provide Lorraine with your information, and then we will be in contact with you and to send it over to you. But you have to, the first one to answer the trivia question correct, Lorraine will let you know who wins, and then we'll go from there. So the trivia question is what is the reward program with Expedia that Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC gets to take advantage of? And Lorraine, just let me know whoever is the winner.
All right. And actually, the first person to do this correctly is Melinda Jarl. So, Melinda, would you do me a favor? Congratulations. Would you please put? Yeah, she was on it, so, which is awesome. Melinda, will you also put your email in that box, and I will make sure to connect you and Dan together right after this webinar closes out.
Yeah, congratulations, Melinda, and we'll be in touch. Lastly, I wanted to know if anybody had any particular questions regarding this. I know it's a lot of information, but we wanted to, we know that your time is busy as being agents as well, and we want to make sure that we try to answer everything that you can. If not, you'll be able to, I'll provide my information afterwards, but sometimes answering the question while it's going is better.
Yeah, I do. So hold on a minute. Remember me, I'm the one who's working all the thingies in the background. Hold on one sec. I did have a couple of questions. Sorry, I was trying to make sure I got Melinda the email address, so I got that great before we close out. So a couple of questions. Let's see. Actually, it was for the rewards program. You had mentioned about. Can you tell us how the program works?
Yes. So how it works is it's Expedia Plus Rewards is a program that Expedia launched, and it's kind of and we're able to take advantage of it being under the brand. But how it works is usually it's anybody that books anything under Expedia, if they're signed up with Expedia Plus Rewards.
They first log on to the Expedia Rewards page and put their email address and information in, so they're registered. And then when they book a cruise, their email addresses get matched up. So on the travel order, they put their email address, plus it matches to the Expedia Rewards login that they created, and then the points get assigned. Yeah,
and I think it's about 45 to 60 days after they travel, your clients see the points. And not only that is, your clients are gaining points from this, and this is something that if your clients tend to book air through Expedia, this is an opportunity for you to get their cruise business and maybe even other business from it as well, besides just that. But they'll only get the points from with booking with Expedia CruiseShipCenters is through the cruise section.
Gotcha. So this is
skyrocket with this.
Perfect, perfect. And so whose email addresses is this? Is this the agents or the clients? The agents.
For the client. So what happens is as an example, Lorraine, I'll pretend that you're the client. So what you would do is if you're ready to book with me, I would tell you to go to Expedia Rewards website, register, your full name, email address, etc., whatever it provides. Then you're going to come to me and say, hey, Daniel, I registered. My email address is lorraine123@gmail.com. When I create you as a client in my system to book you, that email address has to be the same as the Expedia Plus Rewards. So therefore, then after you travel, when Expedia CruiseShipCenters does the stuff with Expedia Inc., they match it by the email address, the client's email address.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'm going to start going down the questions. What is the commission split?
The commission split, it varies, and that's a personal discussion you can have with me. I'll provide my information. Just feel free to reach out to me, and we can chat about it.
Let's see. Next question. When you pay the fee, do you get business cards to help you start your business?
Once you pay the fee, you get all your logins, and you can actually, there's a tool inside of your login that you can order business cards. From new consultants that we've seen that order business cards, they get it within about the first 2 weeks because they place it usually one of the first days they join, and it takes about 2 weeks for it to get created and then mailed out to them directly.
Got it, got it. And next question I have, which is a really good one. How do you tell people about your business? Does Expedia help promote you as a franchise member or an agent?
All of our consultants are independent contractors or home-based agents, so we're the franchise. So we're going to do everything we can to promote you. There's different ways that we do, as Kat mentioned. Kat, do you want to?
Well, we do a lot of email marketing. So if you were to join the company, we would upload your database, and then you would be part of our email marketing. Joining the new franchise is a great reason to go out to your customer base and give them that friendly phone call and let them know that you've joined a new franchise and ask them if they have any upcoming travel needs. If there's something specific that you want to do or some specific way that you want to communicate, we had a consultant recently who joined us who wanted a flyer created to put up around his neighborhood, and so we were able to help him with that. we can, you know, we had another consultant who joined recently who just wanted some ideas of places to put. We always do a cruise giveaway, so we spoke about places to put ballot boxes just to spread the word. We're here to talk to, and we have a lot of tools, both in our franchise as well as through Expedia CruiseShipCenters corporate.
As Kat mentioned, I think, what do we do? The email market is like 3 times a week.
We email market to your database twice a week.
Yeah, and it has your name, it has your phone number, and it has your website.
Correct. So if somebody were to book on a cruise in the email, it would go directly back to your website. And if they, you know, sent you a question or something, that would go back to you. Or if they decided to book through your website, that would go back to you.
Yeah, and when they book through your website, it automatically creates a CTO in our system. So that's something that is pretty easy to do. You just have to follow up to make sure to thank the client, to make sure that all the names were their name was spelled properly, etc., and to make sure that the cruise line got all the information. 2 other things I will mention is we do provide leads because our franchise is designed to support the consultants and maintain the relationship with the suppliers. So we don't sell anything. So any leads that we do get, we do send out to our consultants. And then there was something else, but I just completely forgot.
Okay. The consent.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. That was the last of the questions we had. This has been awesome. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Kat. It's been wonderful working with you. And as you see, everybody, there is Daniel's contact information. We will also send a post email out to you that will include the link to this webinar in case you want to be able to do a little quick review for them. Thank you again, Daniel and Kat, for being supporters of NACTA. And I'm really glad that we worked this out, and I'm looking forward to doing another webinar with you if so runs next year.
We're looking forward to you, and you know our relationship with NACTA. We have a fabulous relationship with them and with you and the whole team, and we look forward to next year with you all. And I'd like to also thank you, Lorraine, for taking the time out of your day. I know that you're busy, and being able to host us on a webinar for NACTA, and also for you as well as the agents attending. We appreciate you guys taking the time out. I know that everybody's busy, and this is a crazy time of year, and sandwiched in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and Hanukkah and New Year's, etc. So we want to thank you all. Like Lorraine said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But if not, thank you so much, and we hope that you all have a happy holidays.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you again. Happy holiday, everybody. Happy holiday, Dan and Kat. And I will end this now and hope everybody has a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.